What's good, gamers? Welcome back to Joystick Journey, your go-to spot for the latest and greatest in the gaming world. Today we're diving deep into a game that's got everyone talking. Yes, the game just launched and you guessed it. It's Xdefiant from Ubisoft, and trust me, this game is set to shake things up in a major way. We're going to explore why Xdefiant might just be the game to finally dethrone Call of Duty, so grab your snacks, sit back and let's get right into it. First things first, what exactly is Xdefiant? For those of you who might have missed the memo, Xdefiant is Ubisoft's latest entry into the first-person shooter arena. It's a free-to-play, fast-paced shooter that features faction-based gameplay. Each faction comes with its own unique abilities and playstyles, giving players a fresh and dynamic experience every time they jump into a new match. This isn't just another generic shooter. Xdefiant is part of Ubisoft's Tom Clancy's universe, so you can expect some familiar faces and settings if you're a fan of their other franchises. But what really sets Xdefiant apart is its blend of classic arena shooter mechanics with a tactical edge that Ubisoft games are known for. You get a best of both worlds, intense, fast-paced action with strategic depth. Now, you might be thinking, great, another FPS game, what makes this one so special? Well, let me tell you. Let's break down some of the key features that make Xdefiant a serious contender to take Call of Duty down. We're talking factions, customization, a fair free-to-play model, and commitment to ongoing support and community engagement. Each of these elements brings something new and exciting to the table. Let's talk about gameplay mechanics and innovation now. One of the standout features of Xdefiant is its faction-based system. You've got factions like Wolves, Cleaners, Outcasts, and another one that I can't really pronounce, so each one brings something unique to the table. This isn't just a cosmetic choice, each faction has its own set of abilities and playstyles, adding a layer of strategy and depth that we just don't see in Call of Duty these days anymore. For example, the Wolves are all about heavy weaponry and armor, making them perfect for players who like to tank damage and dish out powerful kits. The Cleaners, on the other hand, focus on fire and area control using flamethrowers and incendiary devices to dominate the battlefield. The Outcasts use healing and debuffs to support their team and weaken their enemies, while the other faction excels in stealth and intelligence, using gadgets to outmaneuver and outsmart opponents. This other faction that I can pronounce is from the Watch Dogs games, by the way. Anyway, imagine this, you're playing as a cleaner with flamethrowers and fire-based abilities, going up against an Watch Dogs player, I guess, who excels in stealth and gadgets. The possibilities for dynamic and thrilling gameplay are endless. It's this variety and depth that make the game feel fresh and exciting match after match. The faction abilities also encourage teamwork and strategic play, as each faction has strengths and weaknesses that can be leveraged to gain an advantage. What's also cool is that these factions aren't just gimmicks. They're woven into the lore and narrative of the game, making each match feel like part of a larger conflict. This level of immersion and strategic depth is something that Call of Duty, with its more straightforward class system, just doesn't offer, at least not anymore. Another major win for Xdefiant is the customization system. Ubisoft has really embraced the idea of letting players make the game their own. From weapon loadouts to character appearances, the customization options are extensive. You can tweak your loadout to suit your playstyle, ensuring that no two players are ever the same on the battlefield. For weapons, you can modify almost every aspect, like barrels, scopes, grips, magazines, and even more. This allows for a high degree of personalization and optimization. Want a sniper rifle with a silencer and a high power scope for stealthy long-range kills? You got it. Prefer a shotgun with a laser and extended mag for close quarters combat? No problem, you also got it. So I guess you get what I'm trying to say here. Speaking of spending money, let's talk about Xdefiant's business model. This game is free to play, which is a huge plus in today's gaming landscape. But what really sets it apart is Ubisoft's approach to microtransactions. In Xdefiant, you can earn everything you need just by playing the game. The in-game shop will offer cosmetics and other non-essential items, but you won't find powerful weapons or game-changing abilities locked behind the paywall. This approach ensures a level playing field where skill and strategy, not spendings, determine the outcome of matches. Ubisoft has clearly listened to the community's frustration with other games and is committed to providing a fair and enjoyable experience for all players. This is a big deal because one of the major grips of Call of Duty has been its reliance on microtransactions. From expensive skins to season passes, it often feels like you're being nickel and dimed at every turn. Xdefiant's fair and transparent approach to monetization is a breath of fresh air, really, and it's something that gamers have been craving, myself included. Moreover, the free-to-play model lowers the barrier to entry, allowing more players to join the fun without worrying about the upfront cost. This not only broadens the player base but also fosters a more vibrant and diverse community, and with regular updates and new content, Ubisoft is ensuring that the game remains engaging and worth playing in the long term. Now, let's talk about the support of this game. Ubisoft has a solid track record of supporting their games post-launch with regular updates, new content and community-driven improvements. Xdefiant is set to follow this trend, with promises of new maps, modes and seasonal events to keep the game exciting and engaging. We're talking about regular content drops including new factions, weapons, maps and game modes. This ongoing support ensures that the game remains fresh and exciting, with something new to look forward to every few months. And trust me, I'm looking forward to everything new in this game because it is fucking fun, man. This game is awesome. The responsiveness and bullet time and satisfaction of actually shooting someone is insane. Ubisoft is also committed to balancing the game, addressing player feedback and making necessary adjustments to keep the gameplay fair and enjoyable. The developers are really listening to the community, taking feedback seriously and making adjustments to ensure that the game remains balanced and fun. The level of commitment to the player base is something that can make or break a game, and Ubisoft is definitely on the right track with Xdefiant, if they stay on the right track. They've already set up multiple channels for feedback, including forums, social media and in-game service, to ensure that they're tuned in with what players actually want. The regular updates and community engagement create a sense of ongoing excitement and investment in the game. Players feel heard and valued, which fosters a loyal and active community. This is crucial for the longevity of a game, and it's something that Ubisoft is clearly prioritizing with Xdefiant. So how does Xdefiant stack up against Call of Duty? Well, in many ways it surpasses it in my opinion. For starters, the faction-based gameplay adds a layer of strategy that's often missing in Call of Duty. Second, the customization options are more extensive and feel more rewarding. And let's not forget about the microtransaction, or their lack in Xdefiant's case, which makes the game feel fairer and more accessible. Call of Duty has been a staple in the FPS genre for years, but it's been plagued with issues like unbalanced gameplay, expensive microtransactions, and a formula that's starting to feel stale. Each new release often feels like a slight variation of the previous one, with few innovations or meaningful changes. This game, on the other hand, brings a fresh approach with its innovative mechanics, fair monetization, and deep customization. Now, let's talk about the gaming community, which is buzzing about Xdefiant, and for good reason. Early reviews and player feedback have been overwhelmingly positive. Streamers and content creators are praising its fast-paced action, unique factions, and of course the fact that it's free to play without being paid to win. Players are loving the variety and depth that Xdefiant offers. The factions, abilities, and customization options create a highly personalized and dynamic experience that keeps players coming back for more. At least I know I am going back for more. Streamers and content creators are particularly excited about the potential for unique and engaging content, from epic plays to in-depth guides and tutorials. The hype is real. Players are excited, and there is a touchable sense of anticipation for what's to come. If Ubisoft continues to deliver on its promises, we could be looking at the next big thing in the FPS genre. The positive community reaction is a testament to Ubisoft's efforts to create a game that truly resonates with players. By focusing on what players want, fair monetization, deep customization, and ongoing support, they've managed to create a game that's not only fun to play, but also has the potential to grow and evolve with a community, of course. In conclusion, Xdefiant is shaping up to be a game changer in the world of first-person shooters. Its perks make it something better than Call of Duty, if you ask me. While it's still early days, the potential for this game to become the new king of FPS is definitely there. This is more than just a game, it's a new direction for the FPS genre. It combines the best elements of classic shooters with modern innovations, creating an experience that's both nostalgic and fresh. The faction-based gameplay and every other unique thing that this game has to offer sets it apart from the competition and positions this as a serious contender to Call of Duty's throne. So what do you think? Is Xdefiant going to be your next go-to game? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until then, I was Vlad, your host as you all know, and I'll see you next time.